Well, I didn't think that I was going to be making another video on this topic, but here we are. Yesterday, the new voice for Super Mario revealed himself. Kevin Afghani is his name, and I posted a reply to that tweet, essentially pointing out that he had pronouns in his bio. He/him pronouns to be precise. That tweet exploded and is now approaching nearly 2 million views. The video I made about it yesterday now has over 1,000 comments, so yeah, it kind of went a little bit viral. But the reason I'm making this video today is to respond to some of the comments that I got. And even though there were over 1,000 comments in the YouTube video, the basic idea behind these comments is generally the same. They will say something along the lines of, well, everyone has pronouns, as if that somehow proves me wrong. On its face, yeah, it is a true statement. Everyone does in fact have pronouns. That's not what my issue is, though. What I take issue with is this belief that we somehow have to acknowledge this.
Liana is my partner, Deem is cute, and I belong to Deem. I love Demon very much, and I hope Deem loves Demon's self too.
According to the mob that swarmed me yesterday, and which continues to swarm me today, we have to take people like that seriously. That's according to them. So while everyone may have pronouns and always have had pronouns, it's only a recent development in human history that people have referred to themselves as bugs or dogs or kitten self, or whatever weird random crap that they can think of in the moment. And it wouldn't bother me that people want to refer to themselves as these things if it were not for the fact that this movement is not organic in the least bit. It's not a real thing. It's not. But we're supposed to believe that it is. It's obviously a psychological operation conducted by who knows what intelligence agencies, but it's definitely not an organic development, and you know it isn't because one of the things is that it's being fed to our kids at the government level. They teach our kids this weird nonsense about gender ideology and pronouns and things of that nature in public school. Schools that you and I fund with our tax dollars. They're using our tax dollars to destroy the minds of the next generation. And that ultimately is the point of gender ideology and the ascension of so-called pronouns in our culture today. Make no mistake, it has absolutely nothing to do with compassion. What they always do is hide their schemes behind a veil of compassion. So what does any of that have to do with Kevin Afghani? By simply including he/him pronouns in your Twitter bio, you are essentially acknowledging the legitimacy of a completely illegitimate idea. Yes, he is a male and his pronouns are he/him, but the bigger point is that he shouldn't have to announce that to the world. Humans have gone our entire evolutionary history without needing to do so. We can take a look at a person and instantly tell what gender they are, unless they're like super ugly or something. But this new cultural shift into having pronouns that can be anything from he to they to Z to Megatron or whatever, or being able to change your gender at will has made it necessary, at least in their own woke bubble, to label every part of yourself as some kind of identity and to then have to broadcast it to the world for some reason. But in the original tweet that I did that now has over 2 million views on X, formerly known as Twitter, I said what I said about not wanting pronoun people in Nintendo games, and that was enough for the mob to sick the dogs of hell on me, so to speak. And don't get me wrong, it's not like it bothers me. I don't actually care what any of these thousands of people think of me on a personal level. Everything they said went in one ear and straight out of the other. It's like, I really don't care. It's like they're not even there. But I do have to clarify because there were some attempts to change what I said. For example, someone on 4chan posted about the previous video and claimed that I had a Patreon and PayPal links all over it. I don't have either a Patreon or a PayPal at all, and they claimed I said things that I never actually said. Like that I wanted to boycott Super Mario Wonder. It's like, I don't want to boycott that game. I think it's going to be a great game. I'm probably going to buy it, but I never said any of those things that they said I did. You can watch the video yourself and see for yourself that I never said any of those things. I would have screenshotted everything in that 4chan thread, but the thread was pruned before I could. But these people got so ass blasted about this. Like, I can't even count how many people told me to off myself. Okay? Unironically, this is how unhinged and psychotic these people are. They want someone dead. D-E-A-D, dead, just because they disagree with them on a political issue. They'll say it's not political, but the truth is that it is entirely political. This pronoun thing, this gender ideology thing, it's completely political. You mean to tell me modern man went through several 100,000 years of evolution, and not once during that period did we have to walk around with a sign above our heads that announces to everyone around us our preferred pronouns. But now all of a sudden, in the last 5 years or so, everyone is supposed to have pronouns in their bios, as if you can't tell at a glance what someone's gender is. Oh, that's right, it's not that simple anymore, is it? Because now, within the last 5 years or so, it has become commonplace for other genders besides male and female to exist. It has become commonplace for people to choose to refer to themselves with pronouns other than what has been normal for pretty much the entirety of human existence. But Switch, having pronouns in your Twitter bio is just to let people know what gender you are. No, it's not. It's really not. Announcing your pronouns to everyone, even if they're just real gender pronouns and not the weird made-up ones, is something that only ever became a thing within the last few years, when those on the left pushed this new ideology on everyone and said, if you don't abide by this, you're some kind of phobe who hates everyone and has to be canceled. On top of that, some of these geniuses even went as far as to quote-unquote misgender me by calling me a she. Dude, calling me a she is like calling a book a shoe, or calling a pair of pants a dress. It doesn't make any logical sense because he or she pronouns are not things that you can just change on a whim. You can't choose your pronouns. You can't. Your pronouns, just like your gender, are decided the moment that you're born. I'm a he because I was born a male. If I was born a girl, you would call me a she. That is it. There's nothing more to it. It's not any more complicated than that, and no amount of saying otherwise is ever going to change that fact. One dude even called me the F word, you know, the slur for gays. I don't know how in his mind he was helping the LGB cause by using a slur they deem offensive, but okay, whatever. And with that, I'm gonna end the video there. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more combo tutorials, online matches, and video game news. I'm Switchblade. Done.